in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New York Jets and the Seattle Seahawks. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Frank Gore, the veteran who sits 3rd all-time in rush yards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
And the Jets 1st down.
Darnold from the gun. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now it's Gore. Gore hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now comes Russell Wilson in season number 9, 6-time Pro Bowler, as he gets set to lead this Seahawks offense. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. Almost able to intercept it.
Wilson.
That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up
so we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start on the ground with Gore. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40. And down to the 29-yard line.
Frank Gore, the ball carrier.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football, and the Seahawks have picked it up. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 30, past the 20, and a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And incredibly, now a hit and a loose football. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
For Seattle.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the...
Breshad Perriman off to the races. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breshad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A very solid gain of 27. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. David Moore, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. He lets it fly from Lockett. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this...
And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Play action. It's Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Seahawks.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it 2nd down and 12. This is Carson. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. On 3rd down, Wilson decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Stepping, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And that was the old QB one-man band play there on the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants
at the
Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this is caught off a deflection. Now the ball comes loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And he lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Gore. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. but the best teams adjust series to series. And on that...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. From the 31, Wilson. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
Davis there on the coverage.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
First and 10 at the 40.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Wilson. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. He's going to look deep for more. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. David Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And there, a post route started out right, caught it in the middle of the field, went into the end zone. What typically makes those successful, those deep post routes?
You need help from your complementary receivers, okay? The guy that you want to get the ball is the guy that we just saw catch it and take it into the end zone. So he needs help from the other guys who have to occupy anyone in the middle of the field. Whether it's one safety, sometimes you get 2 guys in there, either run routes at them so they have to cover them, or somehow freeze them by running underneath them and hoping to draw them towards the line of scrimmage and throw it over his head.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Take over first and 10.
We focus our attention on the Seahawks defense now. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Recovered by the Seahawks.
Following the fumble recovery, Wilson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield.
Wilson's pass.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Second and a yard.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Myers connects on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Jets take over first and 10. at their own 37-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you call multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another time. Out if they hurry. We'll see. A first down throw, Darnold. Quick hitter here is complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we've reached halftime here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They've been able to move the ball well in the air, and certainly Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again, Wilson. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Incomplete.
From the gun, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. At their own first possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will extend this big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Short. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the Seahawks.
And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
At the 32-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead will swell by one more.
Jets 7. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Their own 38-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Rashad Perriman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are able to get a score back.
For the point after.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his 2nd touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
This is DJ Reed returning. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Run there by Frank Gore, and he has to be one of the most admired players in the NFL. Started the 2020 season, number 3 all-time on the rushing list, less than 1,400 yards shy of Walter Payton as the season kicked off. Spent a year with Coach Adam Gase in Miami. Now he's hooked back up with him again with the New York Jets.
Rashad Perriman.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Down at the 7-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. He's got it. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is pulled in by Herndon for a Jets touchdown.
Leads to number 89,
Chris Herndon, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Here's Reed. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard.
Here's Russell Wilson in the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. Tyler Lockett. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to pour it on. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a...
There goes Frank Gore. 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 63 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
That is into the hands of Perriman. Touchdown, Jets.
Complete to Brick.
4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Carson brushing off defenders. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Operating from the gun. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Don't get nervous. Check three.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Dissly.
Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point now coming from Myers. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
35-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have recovered.
Darnold's pass complete. A fumble.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. On first down, it's Carson. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. There's Wilson to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And incredibly, and he loses the football a second time. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
5-yard line.
Now it's Darnold. They go with a screen to Gore. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Gain of 6. And the Jets.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
Second down and 10.
Second down and 10, Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Chris Herndon.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 29
The
yards.
Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here. He's got a man, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts.
That's good.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. He's going to go up top again. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Tyler Lockett, incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
Final scores.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves.